My name is Jake Bessling, one of the pastors at Christ Greenfield. Today's reading from the Mark plan is Mark chapter 1, 4-8. Having given us his thesis that Jesus is the Son of God, Mark will begin to show how this is possible. Enter John the Baptist, Jesus' first cousin, coming on the scene in the wilderness. It's just as Isaiah predicted it would happen. He's the first prophet since Malachi to speak on God's behalf openly and publicly. He looked and acted like Elijah. He was the forerunner to Jesus. He's the opening act. He's not the main star. You see, John is the pointer. I love John's humility. Maybe you have a truck window decal or a shirt that has the math symbol. He is greater than I. John is gathering a crowd, and yet he doesn't point to himself, but one to come that is greater than him. John pointed to Jesus. How do you think you would have reacted to a massive crowd following you? Listening to your words, coming to experience your baptism of repentance. Many of us would have gotten the big head, inflated our ego, held on to power, and resisted a transition to someone else that would take this movement to the next level. It's hard to be a pointer, but it's freeing. It's freeing because we don't have to be something bigger than we are not. That's what happens when you point to yourself. Our invitation as Christ followers is nothing other than pointing to Jesus in our lives over and over and over again. Point people to his power at work in sustaining our planet, rotating our solar system, caring for the poor, releasing captives free from the bondage of sin and death like he's done for you, and saving our dead selves and pumping new life into our body, soul, and spirit at our baptism. That's the good news. We teach our kids at an early age not to point in public, but there is one type of public pointing we need to encourage. Pointing in public towards the name, the work, the kingship of Jesus in our lives. We point at Jesus when we open our mouth and give praise to Jesus for the transformation that has happened in our lives. We point at Jesus when we share scriptures online. We point at Jesus when we put a spotlight on God's calling and purpose that he has given each of you. Let others see you point. Don't worry who comes to hear it. If you have an audience, then point away. Jesus will come and do the work of changing hearts and lives back to him. Happy reading. Jesus is with you.